Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 4, and today we are returning with two big games of our Lions as we take on Norwich away in the Championship and Crystal Palace at home in the FA Cup third round. For your players games though, Charities Mill will be getting on off camera. So of course, in the last episode, you saw our very impressive 2-0 victory over Sheffield United at the Den, but then our very disappointing 3-0 loss away at Villa Park against Aston Villa. I then played 4 games off camera, and the run was inconsistent to say the very least. We started with a 1-1 draw at home to Middlesbrough, where Patrick Bamford gave the Borough the lead 37 minutes in, but Sean Hutchinson did bag us a late equaliser with 40 minutes to go to prevent it from being back-to-back losses, and 4 losses in our last 5 games. And then in the very next game, now this was an interesting one. We were away at Pride Park against Derby County, and when Sam Winnell gave the Rams the lead 40 minutes in, I was thinking, oh god, here we go again, another loss. Right now we are in atrocious form, but with half an hour to go, what a comeback. Jed Wallace gave us the equalising goal in the 61st minute, and then I made a double change with 20 minutes to go, brought on Aidan O'Brien and Tim Cahill for Morrison and Gregory, and with a minute of normal time to go, the Aussies linked up for a last minute winner for the Lions. Meredith down the left-hand side, crossing the ball to the centre, and there was Tim Cahill scoring his first goal since returning to the Den. I was going absolutely ballistic, running up and down my living room like a moron, but I couldn't believe it. Cahill's done nothing all season and then pops up with the game winner against Derby. Absolutely delighting, a big win there, and I was just ecstatic at that moment, but sadly we did respond with a 1-0 loss to Wolves as well directly afterwards at home. Our home form of late has been really poor. I haven't won the Den. Well, we beat Sheffield United, but other than that, I haven't won the Den for a very long time now, other than the Blades win. We lost 1-0 where George Saville got his 3rd red card in 15 games. He's making a name for himself right now, scoring in 51 seconds, but in the 51st minute of this game, got himself a red card, and it's 3 red cards in 15. Sent off against his former team. That was so frustrating, as once again he's suspended. And our 4th and final game off camera was a 1-1 draw against QPR in a London derby at home, where I rested my entire team for the game. I just thought, we played so many games in quick succession, need to give the boys, some time off, and Tom Elliott gave us the lead 20 minutes in, and we almost hung on for a big 3 points despite the fully rotated side, but sadly could not do so as Washington gave QPR a point. And to be fair, it's still not a bad result, because right now they're going for automatic promotion, and we were sat in mid-table. So, as you can see by the table right now, heading into today's episode, right now we are in 12th place, and we couldn't really be more mid-table than this, really. 12th place out of 24 teams, and we're 11 points off the playoffs, but also 11 points off the drop zone as well, with 8 wins, 8 draws, and 9 defeats in 25 games. The big concern is, like we discussed in the last episode, 34 goals conceded, absolutely atrocious. We've got the worst goal difference record until you go down to the bottom 5 as well, so that is a real problem for us right now. However, despite the leaky defence, we're not playing terribly, and we're well away from the bottom 3 as things stand right now. So not too bad, not too bad. Could be doing better, but could be doing a hell of a lot worse, that's for sure. Now also, as you'll be aware, the transfer window has now opened as we're in the 1st of January, but don't expect us to do any business whatsoever, because right now our finances are just plummeting. We will be in the red zone come the end of the month, and I don't know how to stop the expenditure, man, because we are just leaking cash and leaking pennies out of this club left, right and centre, and every single month since I've taken over, we've been on a downward spiral in terms of our finances, and I didn't even sign any players, so it's been really frustrating. So I don't expect any signings in the January window. We'll address this situation when we're in the red come the end of the season and see what we need to do. But one player has signed a new contract. That's Lee Gregory, who was out of contract in the summer. He's our top scorer this season with 7. He's also got more assists than anyone else with 6 as well. Out of contract in the summer, signed from Halifax quite a few years ago now, and since then he's been a reliable source of goals at the Den. Wasn't prepared to let the guy go on a free transfer. Only gave him an extra £500 a week, and he's now on a 3.5-year deal, which would expire when he turns 30. I think he'll be 33 then. Yeah, coming towards his 34th birthday, and we can decide what we want to do with Gregory then. So yeah, Gregor stays, and I'm delighted with that, and hopefully he'll mark his contract extension with a goal here at Carrow Road in the first of 2 big games today as we take on Norwich, who right now sit in 5th place. 5th place. So Norwich away them, and this is our team for the game. Now we stick with a 4-4-2. This has barely changed since the last episode. We're keeping the instructions as they are. I've altered them a couple of times, but it's for the most part the same tactics, because we're not playing terribly right now, being in mid-table. So our team is this. It's fully changed from the draw against QPR. Archers in goal, back for Meredith, Hutchinson, Cooper, and McLaughlin, with Ferguson on the left, Wallace on the right, and Tunnicliffe and Williams through the middle, and up top together Gregory and Tom Elliott, who scored against QPR. On the bench, Martin, Shackle, Romeo, Thompson, Marshall, Marshall, O'Brien and Tim Cahill. Right now, there are a couple of injuries to report. Morrison is out with blisters, I think it is. Is it blisters? Blisters. And Onyedin was out. And Sabel is, of course, suspended. So, first game, it's Norwich away. I'm not expecting much, but come on the Lions. We've been better away from home, late. Let's get a win here. Obviously, I discussed staying in the division being our only goal this season. And, right now, there's still a long way to go. We're past the halfway point of the season, but 11 points clear of the bottom three. I'm surprised by how well we've done and how much relative safety we have at this moment in time. Really don't want to jinx it, but at the moment, we're looking, pretty comfortable out there in terms of our bid to stay up. And it's good to see, because whilst our form might be inconsistent, we're getting enough points to keep ourselves... Oh, good save by Angus Gunn on Lee Gregory to keep ourselves away from the bottom three. So just got to keep this up. Again, if we can finish in mid-table come the end of the season, in my opinion, that would be a fantastic season, especially with me in charge. As Ferguson whips in a corner, and it's Elliott on the ball, going for goal, shot blocked and turned behind for a corner. Good start to the game is from the Lions. Oh, it's a goal kick. Good start to the game is from the Lions. Let's keep this up. This save means so much more to me, obviously, than the Hull save and the Swansea save. And if you want the Southampton and Everton saves as well, managing my favourite team. And just a side note here, for those that have been wondering, I always encourage people to play or manage, if you will, their favourite team if they're stuck for a team to use, either in Football Manager or Career Mode or any football sim. But I haven't done a Millwall FM save since, I think it was FM 09. So it's been a very long time since I've managed my team. I say my team. It's since the team I supported since I was a kid on FM. So this is really, really good for me to know that at the moment we're doing quite well in my first season in charge. But 29 minutes in, still tied at 0-0, and the Canaries are coming through here for their first opportunity as Husband down the left plays it into Murphy, and it's Murphy on the ball going for goal. Archer beats it away and behind for a corner. He's been a little bit shaky late, Jordan Archer. Martin came in for the last game. Archer between the sticks, still 0-0. If we can get a clean sheet in this game at a point as well, I would certainly take it. Another chance for the Canaries here. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Nelson Oliveira picks it up and looks to roll it through to Josh Murphy, who's in behind the back line. And it's a brilliant finish as well by the young, talented winger. And Norwich do take the lead. We started off okay, but Norwich have had a good spell of pressure, and now they've made it count as Maddison played it forward, deflected it straight to Oliveira. That was a lovely ball in behind Conor McLaughlin, and Josh Murphy's got the pace and he's got the finish to match to put it past Archer and into the back of the net. 1-0 Norwich, and not a great way to end this first half. So first chance of the second half falls to Norwich, and sadly right on cue they have doubled their lead. I was hoping for a turnaround like at Pride Park in this game to win it 2-1, but instead we've now gone 2 goals down. Corner to centre, whipped in by Matt Jarvis. Oliveira hits the post and Zimmerman turns in the rebound. We've conceded quite a few bad goals this season from set pieces and a few bad luck moments and rebounds as well. We scored a couple but conceded quite a few as well. And for that moment there, the rebound doesn't fall in our favour as Zimmerman was first to react. And now the Canaries leading by 2. Should be the 3 points in the bag. We've not played well. And our inconsistent form, stretching back to our mini win streak of 3 games, is going to continue. So, of course, it's not great motivation heading into that big South London derby against Palace in the FA Cup third round. We expect to lose that game anyway. We are the big underdogs heading into it. But I was hoping that, maybe a point and a clean sheet here, that would give us a little bit of optimism. But sadly, it's not worked out. Here is Aidan O'Brien denied by Gunn at the near post. And that is our second clear goal-scoring opportunity of the game. And we've missed them both. And if you remember the last episode, that happened against Aston Villa a couple of times as they won the game by 3-0. We concede a lot of goals. And we also get a lot of really good chances, but we just don't take them. And as we trail by 2, there's no reason we couldn't have got a point from this game by being a little bit more clinical. But Norwich going to get the win. And a frustrating way to start today's episode off. And so that is going to do it then. 2-0 the final score as Norwich continue their hunt for automatic promotion. Expect to lose the game, and we did, so not too concerned about it. But I will calmly say to the boys, I'm not happy with the performance out there, and we'll motivate and fire up pretty much every single player, which is good. And we slid down the table to 14th place now, but still quite a few points off the drop zone. 9 points the difference between us and Nottingham Forest in 22nd place. So not too concerned about that. Not too concerned about that. We always go into those games, especially away from home, expecting to lose. A point is always a bonus, but yeah, I would like a few more points to get a little bit of form going. Because when you look at our form of late, whilst again we are in mid-table, there's no pattern. There's no pattern. We might pick up a win here and there, a draw here and there, but for the most part, it's just, and all the goals conceded as well, it's not good. So here we go then, moving on to the second and final game of today's episode. We're on TV, which we really like to see because we desperately need that money, as we do take on Crystal Palace in this South London derby, expecting to lose the game. However, I have noticed that Crystal Palace right now have conceded quite a few goals in their recent games. And thus, I'm going to be very brave heading into this match, and this could and probably will backfire spectacularly, as I'm going to start on the attacking mentality with a higher tempo and running at defence on as well. I think this could really backfire, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. And I'm making a few changes to our lineup for the game as well due to that last loss at Cahill Road. So Martin is in goal for this game with Meredith, Hutchinson, Shackle and Romeo at back four. Shane Ferguson on left, Marshall starting on the right-hand side, and Ryan Tunnicliffe and Sean Williams do stay in midfield. With Gregors up top alongside Tim Cahill getting the start, and on the bench Archer, Cooper, McLaughlin, Thompson, Wallace, O'Brien and Tom Elliott as well. So it is second and final game today. It's a South London derby. It's the FA Cup third round. I expect to lose, but I will take a replay at Selhurst Park. Let's find out. Come on, you Lions. Obviously, if you guys watch my FIFA career modes, you would know that I'm not a fan of cup replays. However, the scheduling is not that bad in Football Manager. In fact, I think FM do a pretty decent job of it, really. In career mode, for those who don't play it, when you get a cup replay, expect to play the day before or the day after another game you've got. It's ridiculous. But in FM, it's not too bad. And if we can get some more TV money, that would be great. But anyway, halfway through the first half, still tied at 0-0. Not doing too badly. And as things stand, I would certainly take this. Palace are dominating in terms of possession, so you're expecting to get the first chance soon. It might fall right here as well, as Johan Gabai on the ball finds Suarez, who plays it in to the middle. Hutchinson clears it straight to MacArthur, as MacArthur rolls it through. There is Andros Townsend, once of the Lions on loan, firing it over the bar, still 0-0. First chance there, let off. If he gets another opportunity, you know, score. Another highlight here, 33 minutes in, but it might come to the host for the first time. Ben Marshall down the right-hand side, rolls it into Sean Williams, who plays it long to Ferguson. And Shane steps inside, keeps on going, back towards Williams. Now Marshall played out wide. Can he cross to the middle where Gregors is there? Cahill's in there too, and Tim Cahill goes for goal. Hennessy fumbles it, and Tim Cahill scores his second goal of the season, and he scored in a South London derby in the FA Cup third round. Oh, Tim is back, baby, and we absolutely love it. Marshall down the right-hand side, floating onto the centre at the near post, and Cahill's header was fumbled by Wayne Hennessy. The Welshman did not do a good job, but the Aussie capitalises, and Millwall take the lead with 12 minutes to go in the first half against a run of play. Get in! Well, I said that going attacking might backfire. Instead, it might end up being a bit of a masterstroke. We lead by a goal to nil. I'm certainly not saying anything at the break, because that always jinxes you in the second half. So we'll just let the boys go out there with nothing to be said. And as we are in front by a goal, I fully expect Crystal Palace to get an equaliser and probably turn this game on its head in the second 45 minutes. But you never know. We've had some decent cup runs in recent years. Let's see if we can have another one here, starting in this third round, as Tim Cahill picks the ball up and our goal scorer plays it through to Gregors. Hasn't scored a goal in quite a while, as Lee plays that wide towards Ferguson. Meredith on the overlap, but instead he'll look for Lee, finds him. Gregory on the ball, crosses. Cahill is there again. Oh, Tim Cahill. Tim Cahill is back. Millwall 2, Crystal Palace 0, 3 minutes after the restart. And whilst Gregory may not be scoring, he's setting them up today. Ferguson, I thought he could play on the overlap to Meredith, instead found Gregory in behind. Lovely through ball, great cross, and Tim Cahill, the Aussie, so good in the air, proving it today with the header, making it 2-0. 48 minutes in, what a fantastic performance so far. 40 minutes to go, let's stay tight defensively and progress to the FA Cup fourth round. Come on! Not making any changes whatsoever, despite being a little bit concerned about Ryan Tunnicliffe being on a booking right now. And we'll speak of the devil. Oh, you just knew that was going to happen. Oh, you just knew that was going to happen. I literally just said it, and I knew it was happening right. Going 4-4-1, as you'd expect. Bringing on Thompson to play in the ball midfield role for Gregors. And hopefully, despite an man disadvantage now, we'll be able to hold on. What I think we'll do is we'll try and lower the tempo now. Try and kill some clock if we can. And we'll be a little bit more disciplined as well. Oh, Ryan, that has put us in a really precarious position, and we're just over a quarter of an hour to go. There is a highlight here, and if we throw this away, I will not be one bit happy. Highlight for Crystal Palace as Johan Gabai on the ball, keeps hold of it and plays it back towards Timothy Fosu-Mensah. Now Sacco receives it. Come on, you Lions. We've been leaking goals left, right and centre. Now we've got it all to do if we are to hold on and progress to the 4th round here. MacArthur through to Chung Young Lee, out wide towards Soiree. And Soiree slides it through towards Wilfred Zaha. Mark up in the centre, please. Oh, David Martin, fabulous save. What a stop there. Oh, that was big. Still leading by 2-0. Come on, you Lions. Another highlight for Crystal Palace. Here they come. Andros Townsend, Chung Young Lee. Oh, shot deflects and into the back of the net. And there is the deficit halved. And with 13 minutes to go, you just know they're going to complete the comeback here and either force a replay or possibly dump us out and win it 3-2. Chung Young Lee strike takes a deflection, not sure of who, but drops into the bottom corner, and Martin can't provide the heroics. 12 minutes to go. These are going to feel like 12 hours. Highlight here, corner for the Lions. Ben Marshall picks it up just outside the area. Oh, just wide the post. And that could well have done it there for the 10-men Lions. But as we are approaching the final 5 minutes of the game, we're still leading by 1. I don't want to make any changes whatsoever, despite Williams and Cahill both tiring a lot. We're almost there, lads. Almost there. I've got my fingers crossed right now. We are into stoppage time. Where are these 4 minutes come from, ref? Seriously. Come on. Come on. Come on, that should do it. We've played the 4 minutes additional time. Come on, there's the final whistle, and we survive the onslaught and the escape and make it through to the FA Cup 4th round. Ryan Tunnicliffe did not do us any favours. We had quite a few red cards this season. I've clearly not got the discipline sorted here. But that is a big, big win. So I'm going to passionately say to the boys, a very nice victory. Well done. Thought I could say something better than that for knocking out the Premier League side. And I will calmly say to Tunnicliffe, I'm disappointed in you getting sent off, and he's motivated and inspired by that. As we get the win. And that's it. We are through to the FA Cup 4th round. What a result for the Lions. Obviously, Cahill is out of contract in the summer. And I will give him a new one. But at the moment, we can't really afford to give out contracts at the moment like lucky bags. So we'll have to hold on to that for the time being. When is the FA Cup 4th round? When is that? When's the draw? I thought that was today. It's not. When? I swear it was today. I swear it was to be on Monday. The FA Cup 4th round draw. I swear it was there. But maybe it's not. Let me just quickly go into the FA Cup and then to the schedule. And, oh no, there it is. It is on Monday. Okay, no, I was right. For some reason, disappeared from the calendar. Okay, there we go. Right on cue. And, right, so FA Cup 4th round then. Who will we be taking on? I'm hoping for a League 2 side or a League 1 side at home, but I would not be against a big side in the Premier League away for some more TV money. So let's find out who we've been drawn against, and that will be the final thing you'll see in today's episode. I'll take Manchester United away at Old Trafford. No, not going to get them. And it's going to be, we're still waiting. Oh, Chelsea away at the Bridge. No, not going to be them. Who is it going to be? Who is it going to be? Who is it going to be? Oh, it's Oldham away. Interesting. I've been there a couple of times in the past few seasons. And Oldham away then. Oldham away at Boundary Park. That is going to be our FA Cup 4th round tie. And I've got to say, that is definitely a game we can come away with the win in. But just don't let Lee Gregory take the penalties in the last couple of minutes. Millwall fans get a reference. But that will end today's episode of the Football Manager series though, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy today's episode, then please do drop a like, as likes are, of course, very much appreciated. And you'll channel out as well. Hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. And I'll see you for the next episode of the Football Manager series, where we could possibly return for that FA Cup 4th round tie away against Oldham. And then deadline day, where something could happen, but probably not, and then Reading away as well. Nice little double header on the road there. One in the cup, one in the league. Yeah, let's do that. So, okay, just the 3 games off camera then, and we'll play that 4th round tie, and then Reading away as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next episode of my Football Manager series very soon. Bye.